feel like I'm acting. Am I acting? Oh, Corona. Stop it. That's not funny. Oh my God. This is too much. Save it. Shut up. I'm gonna get through this. I'm gonna get through this. I'm gonna get through this. I'm gonna take my mind off you. Hello, je m'appelle Star, and I'm a... Hello, I'm Star. I'm a content creator on TikTok, and at the time of filming this, I've got about 568,000 followers. That is mad. Moment silence for the madness. Okay, let's carry on. So as you've read from the title of the video, this is why I left my dream job, literally my dream job, at Boohoo to become a full-time content creator on TikTok. She must be mad! So let's get straight to it. My dream job at Boohoo. So what exactly did I do? I hear you ask. Well, wait for it. This is the longest job name in history. So I was, pause for effect, Senior UK Influencer Marketing Executive at Boohoo. Is that not just the longest name in history? Basically, it means I used to work with fashion influencers, YouTubers, TikTokers, and like UK-based reality celebrities on Instagram posts, YouTube videos, social media to promote Boohoo. That's the very, very baseline of the job, but there was loads more to it. I'll give you a little bit more insight in a mo. No joke, it was my absolute dream job, and many other people's by the looks of it. Look how many people have applied for a very similar job just below what I was since I left. 200 people have applied for a job. So I wasn't just organising like Instagram posts and YouTube videos. There was also things like massive parties, big launches with huge celebrities. I got to travel around the world. I went to Ibiza, Paris, I went to LA. I was going to places where A-list celebrities were just over there. Ja Rule just sat over there. Hello, you alright, mate? Have a good one. It was absolutely mad. I got to meet people like David Dobrik. Oh my God, I'm gonna put you... Look how excited I was. Let me just put the picture here. That is how excited I was to meet David Dobrik. I was at a party with Zendaya, Snoop Dogg, Paris Hilton, Skepta. Oh my God, there's actually been so many. It was the job I fought tooth and nail for since I was like 20, straight out of uni. And then here I am now, 10 years later, just quit the dream job. I must be mad. It was probably the craziest and funnest time of my entire life. So I bet you're literally thinking, WTF? What are you doing leaving? Why have you gone? Why have you done this? And that brings me on to section 2. Why I left my dream job. All good things must come to an end. In all seriousness though, there were a couple of reasons why I decided to leave. Number one was that I've been doing that job for 6 years. You just grow out of things. And also, I'm old as fuck. I hit 30 this year. That means your back starts to ache, your knees stop working as well, and you have a 2-day hangover if you drink. It's peak as well. After you've been doing the job for that amount of time, no matter how many times you get to go on a trip, or all these little things that make that job so incredible. Once you start doing the same thing over and over again, you get a bit bored of it. That's just how it is. Number 2, so yes, I got to go to all the parties, and yes, I got to travel across the world, but I also had to organise it all as well. I say all, there is a massive team at Boohoo, and I was just a part of it. Interval, I just wanted to make a note that I definitely haven't gone into how much work goes into influencer marketing. There is so much more than just getting an influencer to do an Instagram post or taking them to a trip. There's things like reporting, data analysis, working towards objectives, budget management, liaising with talent and agents, negotiation, the deck building. Honestly, what you see on the outside is probably about 10% of what happens behind the scenes, but I wanted to keep this video short and sweet, so I'm not gonna go into that now. If you want to hear more about it, let me know in the comments and I'll probably make a video about it. Anyway, back to the video. It is a high maintenance job and it takes up all your time and focus. But what comes with such a high maintenance job is the high maintenance work. Like, yes, it was a 9 to 5, but no, it definitely wasn't a 9 to 5. Don't get me wrong, there was a time where I absolutely lived for this stuff and I got to do all those crazy things. But on the other side of the coin, the high maintenance of organising everything, having a work phone that would literally go off at any time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you kind of get to the point where you just want to slow down and be like, I want my full weekend back without having to think about how many messages are on my work phone, which will blatantly have 265 messages, and if I don't answer it now, it means I'll have more to do on Monday. And that's kind of like where I got to a point where it was like,
this is too much for me, man.
I just want to be me. I just want to have time to like not get anxiety about what I have to do next, and there's always something to do next. Like if you work at Tesco, you leave, you finish, you go home, you have your days off, and that's completely yours. Whereas when you're doing a job like this, it takes up all your time and energy. And as I got older, I've got limited time and energy. That's the be all and end all of it. So I could have like moved up in the ranks eventually. Should I keep that in? It was just that at some point I needed to slow down. So by the time it got to the beginning of last year, I'd already got to a point where it was like, I need my next step. I wanted to stop thinking about the influencers and start focusing on myself. I think that's pretty reasonable if you ask me, and that's what I did. So that brings me on to the next point of why I left my job. Dramatic page turn. If an opportunity arises, take it.
Take it. Take it.
And that brings me on to the final section of the video. How I made TikTok my full-time job at 30 during a pandemic. So let's rewind back to February 2020. Pre-Tiger King, pre-Bored in the House and I'm in the House Bored, pre-The World Isn't Ending, pre- I've just forgotten my mask to go to the shop, crap, I'm gonna have to go back and get it. Does anyone even remember those times anymore? So February 2020 is when I joined TikTok. Like everyone else who joins TikTok, I was just doing it for a bit of fun. Sorry, I got itchy ear. It was like a new social media platform. Everyone was talking about, I hadn't joined it yet, and doing what I do for a living at the time, I was in influencer marketing, so it made sense for me to join. Also, as you can tell by my videos, I'm quite funny. So I started it for the lols, just like everyone else, and then I had my first viral video. Does anybody remember? Egg language. Nobody knows that their video is gonna go viral. Granted. I did practice the entire video on the drive home from work in my car out loud. I was in the car like, what about it? It's gonna go on again. But even though I was doing that, I was just hoping for like 1,000 views, and it ended up getting like, well, altogether now, it's got like 2.9 million views, but the day after I posted it, at about 9, my phone literally just went nuts. I was sat at work on my desk and my phone was like, and it was constant. I checked it and it had like 30k views, 50k views, 100,000, 300, 500, and it got up to 1.3 million views, and I was like, what is happening? Absolute madness. So once I had that first viral moment, I was like, whoa, I want to do that again. That's something that comes with like getting bigger, by the way. You're constantly thinking about what's the next viral video. It's a bad way to be, because you should just be yourself, and that's something I'm trying to teach myself. But side note, let's put that to the side. Another thing as well is someone was looking over me at that point, because when I uploaded that video, the hashtag throwback facts was trending, and I'd used it on the video, and by the time it got to the next day after posting, it was like the first one on the discover page, and it was right at the top. So that really helped to like grow my followers. I think I just got a bit lucky with that. Whether or not it would have had the same impact without it, probably not. Thank you, praise the Lord. I'm not religious. Following that, I just got like super mega excited and bare into TikTok. It was like a completely new social media platform. It wasn't taken seriously, which is a massive thing for me. I aligned with TikTok and TikTok aligned with me. It just made perfect sense. Obviously I was still working full time, so I would get up at like 5 AM to film before I had to go to work, and then also at the weekend I would film up until about midday in the living room before my boyfriend got up. And my followers grew, and the quality of my content grew, and so on. She said the quality of her content. Have you seen the recent stuff I put up? Obviously, I'm not gonna lie, it probably helped that I worked in social media. I had like an inkling here and there of what to do on this platform just from my experience with the other ones. And that's what happened basically. So I just sort of like grew and grew and grew. Don't get me wrong, if you're someone who is looking to grow your TikTok, you're always gonna have like peaks and troughs. There's always gonna be a great viral video, your next one might get a couple of views. It's just like working it out. I'm still doing that now. My views still are 1 million or like 20,000. 20,000 is still a lot, by the way, but when you've got 500k and you've got to work out what's relative. So another thing as well, I do what I love to do. I found my niche, which is like comedy, funny little videos. If you're someone who is looking to grow on TikTok right now, don't do something that you don't love doing, because you don't like doing it. You're gonna be able to tell in the video. You're just gonna be a second rate, third rate, fourth rate, 100 million and 50 rate version of someone else who loves it and does it well. If it's painting, if it's hoovering, literally hoover, I guarantee you people will watch that. Look at Mrs. Hinch. Do what you love doing and then film it. That's basically what I did. I wanted to entertain. I think I'm funny. I am funny. Did you hear that worry in my voice then? Please tell me I'm funny. Please tell me I'm funny in the comments. Think about it like this. All the biggest content creators have a niche. You're not gonna see a content creator that does everything, because that's just not how it works. There aren't people that are great at everything. So I'm getting off track here. I'm gonna get this done sharpish. So I got to a point on TikTok where I'd grown enough. I had a couple of 100,000 followers, where I started being approached by companies and brands to work with them on both a freelance basis and on a paid per post basis. And by the time it got to October last year, I kind of got to the stage where I realized I can do this without needing my other job. But it also got to the stage where both of my jobs now, both TikTok and Boohoo, were so high maintenance that I had to choose between them. And I had to take the opportunity. Jobs are always gonna come and grow. Come and grow? Come and go. And like, if for whatever happens, something went wrong, touch wood, so I could always go back into the industry. But with TikTok, this is all based on me and how I've grown this channel. I had to take the opportunity to do what I love, basically. So I had to choose between the two, and I chose TikTok. So here I am on this YouTube video. You've probably found me from TikTok, and you are literally watching as I grow my life. I am now self-employed. I genuinely have to like organize my pension and stuff like that. So don't get me wrong, it's not just all gravy. But I've taken this opportunity as something that I'm never gonna get again. So why not jump on the bandwagon and really try and push myself. So here I am. Oh, God, I should write a book. So yeah, by November 2020, I had quit my job, and I'm now comfortably able to live off what I make from TikTok. If you want to know how I do that, by the way, I've done a video on it. I actually quit my job last month to do TikTok full time, as I am earning a living. The very short version of it is I earn money in 3 ways. I'll put a link to that down below, but if you want more details on how I've done it, let me know in the comments and I might make a YouTube video on it. I have done other videos on how I've grown my channel. I'll put one of them up there, hopefully. I've not really worked out how YouTube works yet, but I'll try and put it somewhere. Yeah, let me know down in the comments what else you want to see me do on YouTube. For anyone that's going to say egg language, look through the ones I've already done, because I've already done one. I'll try and do some more in the future. If you want to know more about like me and how I've done this, or how I got my job at Boohoo, for instance, let me know and I'll do my best. So that was why I quit my dream job at Boohoo to go full-time with TikTok. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, put on your notifications, because girls gotta eat. I need to make money. For every view that I get, it's me one step closer to monetization on TikTok, on YouTube as well. And I just want to grow this. So if you like watching these, please support me. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Do I have an outro? Goodbye.